Hey everybody, I am back for another Tuesday Tea Talk. I missed a couple weeks. I was back home in Ontario for the holiday for 2 weeks, and while I was there, I didn't even know which day was Tuesday. I was so busy, and it was go 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 the entire time, all with great things. But yeah, I didn't know what day it was, and 2 weeks flew by, and I missed them both. But I am back. I'm doing a face mask this week. It's a witch hazel something mask, and it's getting really hard. So it's really hard for me to open my mouth or smile. I can't. So it's going to be a very straight faced talk today. Um, Today I want to talk about goals and how you are projecting yourself out there to the world. Um, I hope you all had a great Christmas and New Year's, and I hope you guys set some health and fitness goals for the year. Now, I'm not a huge person on New Year's resolutions. I don't believe in waiting till January 1st to just change your life. Every day is a fresh start and a new start, and a time to get it right. But for a lot of people, that works. So if that works for you, great. I just hope that you actually are going to start something. I like to have goals year round. Small daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, quarterly goals, big goals. Doesn't matter as long as you set those and you have stuff to strive for and work towards throughout the year. I think is a great thing. Before I get into some other things, I'll tell you what my two goals are: mobility and drink more water. I was doing a program for a while called ROMWOD. I don't know if you know about it, but it's kind of like a stretching mobility program, and I was very diligent with it for a while, and I saw amazing results. My mobility was really, really good, and then I got very inconsistent with it, and I totally felt it. So my goal is to get back on track with that and do that every morning for 20 minutes. So my second goal being to drink more water, I kind of tied into that. So what I do is while I'm doing my ROMWOD, I drink this bottle of water. And then I have my coffee. Now I love coffee, and I look forward to my coffee at nighttime. Um, it's the first thing I have in the morning. I love it, but I don't rely on coffee. I don't drink 10 cups a day. I don't rely on it to wake me up. I can go without it. I just really, really like it. So for me, what I did is I'm kind of using my ROMWOD and my water to unlock my coffee. So if I do those two things, then I get my coffee. So I mean, I'm the only one telling myself and setting that goal for myself. So technically, I could say screw it and have it before, but for me, it's a good way to kind of motivate me to do those things, to do that ROMWOD and drink that water. So, I'm getting more water in first thing in the day, and then I get to enjoy my coffee. So I have something I really love after I do my two goals for the day. So, suggestion, um, maybe for you would be to, that small daily action that you're trying to take every day, have a reward for yourself after. Maybe you're going to like me, you're going to wait to have your coffee till after you do it. That's just something that kind of helps motivate and get some initiative to start to do that. Um, Now I want to talk about how you present and put yourself out there in the world and how that kind of relates to nutrition and fitness. Now, when most people sign up with me, their goals are, to lose weight and feel good and look good. And those are great things. But as things start to change and we go along and the progress starts to happen, and they start to realize that it's not all about the weight loss, and it's about how they want to feel. They want to feel happy. They want to feel confident. They want to feel joy, have good relationships, be happy, and, shine from the inside out. So they start to realize that it's not all about the numbers on the scale. Now, I want to show you guys a little optical illusion that just kind of shows that there are a lot more markers to success than weight on the scale. I've seen a lot of times where people change in their measurements. They feel really, really good in their clothing, and then they step on the scale and it hasn't changed very much, and then that just messes with their head, and then it kind of just puts them in a downer mood because it didn't change. And I want to show you guys something that goes to show that you can look at two things that are the same but view them differently. So you can see this here. We have the top arrow and the bottom arrow. Now, both of these two middle lines are the exact same length, but the bottom one looks a lot different, only because the arrows are pointing outwards And with the top one, they're pointing inwards. But those two middle arrows there, or middle lines, are actually the exact same length. It's an optical illusion. So kind of what I'm showing you here is to prove the point that, maybe you don't change a lot on the scale, but how you present yourself is can show two different things. So don't rely on numbers to, dictate your success. No one is looking at you and going to ask you to step on a scale so they can see the number. No one's going to put that measuring tape around you. So you can change from the inside out, and you can change on the inside, and that can change how you look on the outside. So, if you're not happy and you're walking around with, slumped shoulders and bad posture, and, you're crossing your hands and you look down, that's how you are projecting yourself to the world. If you, work towards feeling good and forgetting about the number on the scale and always, working towards that losing more weight, and you start to focus on, how you're feeling and projecting that out there, you're going to look a lot different. Even if it's just by holding your head a little bit higher, speaking with enthusiasm, walking taller, that's how you're going to project yourself. So instead of always focusing on the numbers and the measurements, start to think about, how you want to feel and how you want other people to look at you, and project yourself as what your self-worth is. And you're all worth a lot, and you're all amazing and special. So project yourself and feel that way, and start practicing how you want to feel. So my point is to don't rely on the scale to dictate your success. Start, noticing all the smaller changes that happen that come along with weight loss. Maybe before the numbers start to change, you start to feel more energy, you sleep better, you're happier, and use that to help get yourself glow and you have yourself feel better. And that will show to the world, and you will look different even if you're not down 4 pant sizes or you haven't lost 20 inches. People will start to notice that, and you're going to put out that good energy. So you do not need to lose a shit ton of weight all the time just to look different. And sometimes people lose all the weight and then they're not as happy as they think they are. So a lot of the times that weight loss journey is a lot more than the number on the scale. And it really is about a feeling and being happy and, having that self-confidence. So I guess I want you guys to focus more on just the weight loss and more about how you feel and how you present yourself out there. So I want you guys to think about how you project yourself out there and try and change that through how you're feeling and your mindset. Yeah, that's it. So if you haven't added to your goals to change yourself from the inside out, you should do it, because it's not all about the weight. And we don't care if you're 20 pounds overweight or, that super fit body really doesn't mean anything if you don't feel happy on the inside. So, whether you have a long way to go on your health and fitness journey or you're almost there, be happy, love the process, learn, get through the tough days, push through. And it's all about being consistent and being a little bit better each day. It's not about being perfect. No one cares about being perfect. You shouldn't care, and no one is perfect. So just be the best version of you, love yourself, and project it to the world. That's it, guys. I will see you next Tuesday for another Tea Talk with Simply Be. Have a great night, guys. Bye.